So how many Jackson Holliday fun face variations are there really? There may be more than we thought. Hey, it's Mike. Thanks for tuning back in. So Jackson Holliday is quite a prospect stud. Has a 904 OPS at age 20 in AAA, which is really good. So a lot of people are very excited about him. Topps obviously very excited about him, and really any big prospect. First of all, I want to say sorry about my lighting. I've got a serious lighting issue right now in my basement. So Jackson Holliday in 2024 Topps put in a variation of the Billy Ripken F-face error, and they made it fun, very gimmicky, trying to copy the whole Billy Ripken situation from 1989 Fleer. Most places think that there are 5 variations. Beckett says that there are 6 and counting, alluding to the fact that we may not know how many there really are. And I don't think Topps has really come out and confirmed how many there are. Some of them may actually be errors, unintentional errors too. And I'm going to show you what we found. First of all, this video is sponsored by the Penny Sleever. If you are opening the packs of 2024 Topps, hoping to find Jackson Holliday cards or anybody else, make sure you have products from the Penny Sleever available to slide your cards right into once you've opened them. Got to protect your cards, and the Penny Sleever has great, obviously, penny sleeves, also semi-rigids if you're planning on sending them off to PSA or any other grading company, BGS, SGC, Tag I hear a lot about, top loaders, whatever else. You can use my code JWH at checkout for 10% off your order at thepennysleever.com. So a little refresher, Billy Ripken, 1989, Cal Ripken's brother, of course. I'm not going to get into the story because we've already covered that, but somebody had written F-face on his bat barrel, and I don't swear on my channel because I have kids who watch the channel. So somebody had written F-face on the bat of the barrel, and Fleer didn't recognize it allegedly until they had already printed some of them. So then they tried covering it up, and they did various variations. There was the whiteout, there was a white scribble, and a black scribble, a black box over it, and a saw cut variation, among others. These were the big ones, but there were other ones as well. It's one of the most famous error cards of all time, if not the most famous when combined with the accessibility of it. Frank Thomas No Name, also very famous, but this is more famous. And Dale Murphy reverse negative, and Craig Nettles. There are a lot of famous error cards, but this one is very famous and very accessible. You can get one for 10, 20 bucks. So the Jackson Holliday ones, most people believe that there is also the fun face. They wrote fun face on a bat, had him hold it, he's smiling. Also the black box, black scribble, white knob, white scribble. But then there's more than that. And Brian, a subscriber to my channel, sent me an email saying, hey, are you aware of all of these variations? And I researched. I couldn't find any other place that has these variations. If you see them, please let me know. But I couldn't find any other source. And I looked up through yesterday, Tuesday. So first of all, Brian sent me those ones that we already know about, but also 3 more, which puts us at 8 now. One that's labeled saw cut, but without the saw cut. And you can see it's written saw cut above the number on the back, but there's no saw cut on it. There's a saw cut without the label, so it's actually, there is a saw cut in the card, but it doesn't say saw cut above the number. And then there's one that's labeled saw cut above the number and is actually saw cut. So that's 3 more variations, all related to saw cut. So Brian did a little research, very helpful to me. Between June 11th and June 26th, there were 189 total sales on eBay that he could find. This is rough, it's not perfect, but 46% of them were just standard fun face variation. The black box was 17%. The black scribble was 11%. The whiteout was 10%. The white scribble, 7%. Saw cut, 5%. Saw cut wording without the saw cut, 3%. And then the saw cut with saw cut wording, 0.5%. So based on this rough count, rough math, the rarest would be the one that says saw cut and has a saw cut in it. Do we know more since June 26th? Have more been released? I couldn't find any others, and neither could Brian. Will more show up? We don't know yet. And the last question is, will PSA grade this card, this one that Brian purchased, the one with the saw cut wording, where it's not on the checklist, the Topps releases? And we've seen PSA pretty recently say that they will not grade Panini cards because Panini hadn't released a checklist. So if it's not on the official checklist, will they grade it? They do with vintage when they find certain variations and they can confirm them. But will they with a 2024 card? I don't know. It's impossible to say. This is just a fun little video. I'm curious for your feedback. If you know more about this, let me know. If you work for Topps, I don't have a Topps or Fanatics source, I don't think. If you know anything, I'd love for you to reach out. I put out a second newsletter this morning, with an update on my Nolan Ryan rookie card, which is in the mail right now. Where did I mail it to? You'll have to check out my newsletter. You can subscribe at junkwaxhero.com. Very simple. It's free. I do a weekly free newsletter, and then now I'm adding in kind of occasional other ones as I'm able to. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I have a ton more coming out this month. I'm off for the month up until the 30th of July and have a lot of content plans I'm really excited about. Card shows, card shop visits, super collector interviews. I'm hoping going to the National. There's so much stuff happening this month, and I'm excited about it. I hope you'll join in for the ride. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great week.